Oh shit. 2 seconds, guys. Just need to fix some images. Okay, guys, now I'm here. Sorry about that, a little bit of a hiccup, and there's going to be a little bit of a hiccup on the other things. I might just set up all the images here. It's a good thing I'm not in charge of the technical programming side here, because I'm not the best with technology. I'm good at coming up with ideas, creating characters like the Atomic Heroes, and writing books. Technology wise, I'm not the best. That's why I have my team. So, and I started messing around with the images to prepare for this presentation. So I kind of shot myself in the foot there. But I'm going to just real quick add the images to the rest of them. So you are going to have a bit of a preview of. Well, actually, I'll do them one by one. Today, yeah, welcome to Atomicon 2, guys. We had Atomicon 1 a couple of months ago. We had a good amount of people joining in. So for everyone who's new, welcome to Atomicon 2. For everyone who's been here before at Atomicon 1, thanks for coming back and supporting us again. It's thanks to you we can keep on doing these things. And we have a cool show for you guys today. I have two big guests in the Cardano NFT space, which I'll be interviewing. And they have their own collections, which we'll be giving out at the end of the stream. I'll go through. I know a lot of you have questions regarding how the attendance tokens and all of that kind of stuff works. I'm going to go through that with you step by step. And if you have any questions, you can write to the chat. I have a friend of mine helping me out with compiling some questions. Then I'm going to go through the Atomic Heroes as well, the attendance tokens, and Volume O, our first Atomic Heroes Atomic Dex books, which we'll be making into NFT. So I'm going to go through that with you guys as well. But yeah, welcome to the show. Going to add real quick our first image here. For those of you who don't know what the Atomic Heroes is, it's the elements of the periodic table with superpowers. So it's a project that I created, started working on 9 years ago, and have been working on ever since then. So I've taken the elements of the periodic table and made them into superheroes. So each element has a superpower and a design based on that element's real life properties. So here we have carbon and oxygen, which are two of my main characters. They go through the atomic world, fight different atomic heroes Some heroes are evil, some heroes are good, sorry about this. And here we have some more of the heroes. So as I said, all the designs are based on the element's real life properties, and it's supposed to be the case that people should learn about the elements through our books, through our collections, and we have a lot of plans of what we want to do with this project regarding books, games, and much more. What we're going to do, because I screwed up the presentation a bit, is after our first interview with Stale, I'll take a little bit of a break and set up everything, all the images. We're real quickly going to show you guys these collections that we're going to have for Stale and Fadukin. So Stale, for those of you who don't know, is the lead developer over at CNFT.io, and if you haven't been there, you need to go and check it out. I think all of you know about CNFT.io. You can buy and sell Cardano NFTs there, and the reason why his superhero avatars look like they do is because I'm imagining his brain is his superpower, and he's almost like attacking the computer here, so his Atomic Heroes version here is he's like attacking the brain, and it's supposed to be an abstraction of programming these images. And then we have Fadukin, which I think you all know what it's based off, Ryu from Street Fighter, and he's channeling the energy of the Atomic Heroes here as well through a toothpaste, fluorine, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen versions of Fadukin. And I'm going to get, by the end of this Atomicon, I'll go into detail exactly how the distribution of these are going to go, and because they are connected to the attendance tokens, which everyone who is here today is eligible to get. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Stale, and we're going to have a little talk to Stale. Okay. Are you here, Stale?
Yo, hello.
Okay. Hey. Okay, dude. I screwed it up. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah, of course. What you guys are doing over at CNFT is amazing. I honestly, I can't imagine how much you must have to do. I mean, it must have been quite a stressful couple of months, maybe even for you. Like, how has it been for you?
Yeah, very busy. I don't think I was ever, we weren't really expecting this amount of traffic to the site. Obviously, I'm really happy that it's turned out this way and that the community is expanding as it is. But unfortunately, as we've had such a growth, there is going to be some problems we're facing. But I'm working 7 days a week, morning till night on adding new features, but also maintaining the website. So I think that's one thing that people forget, is that not only do we want to add new features to the site, but there's also a lot to work on in terms of bug fixing and improvements. So
Okay, but are you a one-man team doing everything for the marketplace on CNFT, or how does that work?
So our team is currently originally it was made up of three people, and I was the developer. So I was the only developer, and this was up until we launched. So we had a front end developer who made the front end. And for those of you that don't know what front end means, is that's the website. So that's the visual side of it. So clicking buttons and displaying information. And then I am the back end developer. So I make the actual, I guess, logic and functionality. So the front end gets the data and calls the backend that I develop to do stuff. So to register, to add your wallet, to list an asset, to buy and trade. So there was two of us, and there is still two of us now, but we are working on employing. So we've put out some job posts, or whatever you call it, and we're going to hire hopefully two more back-end developers, one more front-end developer, some smart contract developers, which I will also be doing. I will be developing on smart contracts, and then we're going to take a lot of this stress off my hands. We're going to be hiring some support staff, and just social media and marketing and that. So we're really looking to expand the team as much as we can, to keep up with and exceed really what we need to.
Okay, yeah, great. And so what are the like long-term goals for CNFT? And like, for example, in like, let's say like 4 or 5 years, or I don't know what your goals are, but well, from a CNFT's point of view, what? No, I think it's more interesting actually to hear from you the individual style, like because everything's moving really quickly with blockchain and crypto overall. Like in
Right.
10 years, like maybe in 5 years time, like what kind of foundation do you hope to have built, and like what position do you want to be in by that time in this space? Because you're working really hard and doing amazing things here. You seem very driven.
Well, I think my goal since I came into Cardano has just been enabling what previously hasn't been possible. So the marketplace, my goal really was to allow people to trade easily and safely, and kind of expand the community. So I'm really happy with how it is, and I guess my goal still is to keep enabling what previously hasn't been possible. So I don't think I'm ever going to spend time making what's already been made. So obviously on the site you can see we've got like a mint page.
Dude,
And,
I thought you. Sorry, I thought you were going to say with my family. I thought I'm never
Oh my
going to spend
goodness.
time.
No, I don't spend time with my family anyway. So
Dude, I know what it's like.
Mate, last week I posted a tweet saying I'm gonna stop working on weekends. I've been working all day today and yesterday, so that's a lie, I guess. But yeah, so I don't really want to spend a lot of time making what is already made. So we have a mint page on the website, and I'm sure one day we will support minting and stuff. But I would much rather work on what has stuff that hasn't already been made. So Patrick from NFT Maker, he does an amazing job with NFT Maker, and I really like him. So I would much rather I focus on things that haven't been done, and then if we wanted to integrate minting to our website, we could always connect with him and kind of use his NFT Maker minting stuff on our website, and we don't really need to profit from that or whatever. But yeah, so my goal really is just doing everything we can, and bringing people to the community is one of the biggest things for me, because I don't mind if I'm not if what I've made isn't the primary solution in 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, whatever. because if I can make this marketplace now, for example, and allow people to come to Cardano and trade, and maybe even some people decide they want to develop on Cardano, I would actually be so happy if I brought someone I helped someone settle into Cardano, inspire them to develop, and they made something better than I have made. So yeah, I don't know how to give it a quick answer, but I guess
Great,
just enable is a key word. So enable others and enable people to do things that wasn't already possible before. I guess I made a solution for it.
Yeah, no, it's great, and you guys keep on delivering on that because with the if we take, I mean, from an art side, I'm a creative, right? I don't like what you're doing. I would never. I'm not a programmer whatsoever, but I am. I do want to create stuff, and you guys with the minting platform, for example, on CNFT, will make it possible for artists to get into the space, which is amazing, and. I'm wondering, do you ever think there will be some kind of, maybe you guys have thought about this, you know how a 10,000 collection is kind of a thing, or would there, do you think there will ever be a program made which can, an artist can just submit all the files, create like the collection and have no technical know-how whatsoever, and just go to a website and like have different columns to put in to create a 10,000 image collection? Is that anything, like from an artist perspective? And I know there will be some artists listening to this from our Instagram page that are a bit younger that might be interested in something like that. Do you think that's ever going to be something that will exist?
I mean, it's certainly possible, right? In terms of programming, anything's possible. It's just a question of how hard is it and how viable is it? So I think that's something NFT Maker Pro are doing, right? So they're working with people, and I mean, I've seen Patrick's tweets about him saying he gets very attached to the projects he helps produce. But obviously that's not automated. So what you're talking about is you go on a website, you don't talk to anyone, it's just done, right? You put in your images, in your metadata, and I think it could be done. And I guess it would be cool, but we're not planning on that. I mean, we have plans for this launch pad, which
what's that?
So this would be helping people launch their projects. So if you came to me and you said, I want to make a 10K project, or I want to make 50 NFTs that I want to sell. Then we could plan releases throughout the week, and we could say, this project's releasing on Thursday, this project's releasing on Monday, whatever, and we help them essentially produce their thing. So the creator would come to us with their idea, and we can take all the hard technological side away from it, and we can just let them do their creativity side of it. So then we can help them design a page on our website to sell their stuff and handle the payments and handle the minting, because at the moment the marketplace is very good for second hand trading, right? So trading, people buying and selling and collecting, but it's not really good for creators. If you're going to make an NFT drop, you're not going to go and really list it on CNFT, because it's just not that type of thing. It's better for users less than creators.
Right.
So imagine someone approached you that is a professional photographer, for example, and they were like, I want to sell my NFTs on Cardano. They're not, I would never recommend them to mint it using whatever minting service and then go and list it on our marketplace. I would much rather they work with someone, maybe us or someone else, let us do the technical side of it. So let us mint it and put it up for your own professional looking page where people can visit it and buy it. So more of a release than a eBay type buy it, right? I guess that's the plans for the launch pad, and obviously the CNFT token will have something to do with that in terms of access and
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've got myself a couple of CNFT tokens as well. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Really cool. But
thank
if
you.
I think I saw a tweet that you're not really involved in the I guess you created them, but like the actual like the use case for them in the future, or there's someone else in the team is working on that. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm the robot here. I'm not well, I mean, I come up with new features for the marketplace, and I come up with all this stuff, but in terms of, I guess, our direction and things like the token, it's not my field, because I made the website, the systems to be able to buy it.
Yeah.
Um, I wasn't the one that said, let's make this token. This is the supply. This is what we're going to do with it, and whatever. So, like I said, there were 3 people at CNFT. I'm the robot, and then we have,
Are
2
you
other guys.
are you 3 people?
Well, we're 4 at the moment with the front end
Wow.
developer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so we're
amazing. It's
we're
amazing.
4, 2 developers.
You guys must be working
Yeah.
24/7, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and obviously now we want to recruit and hire, so that takes more time. That does take
Yes.
time to find people,
Indeed.
and so yeah, so it's originally it was Professor Cardano and Cardano Buzz. They approached me and said, "Can you build us a marketplace?" And I was like, "Sure." Like no one else wants to do it before smart contracts, and I've always been one who wants to do stuff before smart contracts. And there are certain people that I know that don't don't see it the same way I do. They want, like, they really believe in decentralization, and like, no, you shouldn't make anything
Right.
before smart contracts. It's
I
not right,
see.
you know.
Yeah.
And my view has always been, if I can make it before smart contracts, then why not? And then we can make it decentralized when it's possible, right? But
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
imagine if I just refused and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I don't. I love decentralization. I'm not going to make a marketplace before we have smart contracts. Then I don't know. It would be hard to grow this NFT community without a marketplace, I think.
For sure,
Um,
and also from a business perspective, let's be honest here. Cardano is going to have some really big players coming into the space when smart contracts come in, and you get like. I think it's really important for a lot of reasons for you guys to build this marketplace. Fadukin, that's coming on the interview a little later, we were talking behind the scenes a bit, and he was mentioning this how this marketplace helps in ways that might not have been foreseeable. I might talk to Fadukin about that once he comes on. But I think this marketplace is doing amazing things, and you're doing amazing things, dude.
Thank you. Well, it's difficult. It's been difficult over the last few days, because so many new people have come to the community, and people that were not here before the marketplace. So they come over and they expect a flawless marketplace with a team, with like a multi-million-dollar team, that matches something like OpenSea or something, and
Yeah,
they forget
exactly.
this marketplace has only been here for a few weeks. They don't know what we had before the marketplace. If
Yeah,
I turned around and said, you know what, nah, I'm sick of this. We'll wait to smart contracts. It's only a few weeks away,
yeah,
but people would instantly be like, no, 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 we want the marketplace back. So
yeah.
some people, I think, don't quite appreciate. I know there are so many people that do support what we're doing, and I really appreciate those people. But there are some people that don't quite understand
No, but let's be no,
what we've
because
made.
you have a good point there, because the people who are not happy are the loudest. That's always the case. I mean,
Yeah,
it wouldn't like someone who just uses the website without any problems whatsoever would never think about even saying anything about it, because it doesn't pass their mind. I used to play football, soccer, and referees, for example, like any sport. If it's a bad referee, you notice it. If it's a good one, you don't notice it. And I think that's the experience most people have, because look at the transaction volume on CNFT. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Most people
Yeah.
aren't complaining. So you guys are doing an amazing job, and it's just those few people who just 20 people in a Discord talking about complaining about something. It's quite loud, but compared to the thousands of transactions there, it's kind of nothing. So I think you guys are doing amazing.
I don't blame them. It's my problem, really. I'm just such a perfectionist that I wake up every morning. I literally read every single message DM I get, and I don't start my morning. I don't have breakfast until I've fixed every single problem that has been messaged to me, because
Dude, you're going to get a heart attack.
Mate, I don't really have breakfast, and then it gets to lunchtime and it's all of a sudden I'm like, oh goodness, I haven't even eaten yet, and then I don't even cook. So
have you lost weight during this time?
I'm a pretty light guy. I do actually eat a lot usually, and it's literally impossible for me to put on weight. So I'm usually just stick around the same weight. I don't lose weight and I don't gain weight, so it's a bit of a weird one. But I don't blame people for complaining. Obviously, I want them to have the best experience, and all these problems that they're talking about can be fixed. So I do want to get up every day, read all these messages, fix every problem, because if I ignore them, then how am I going to fix everything if I don't read every problem I get? Because it's not just a lot of problems are people their own mistakes. It's just people sending stuff to the wrong wallets. I have to get up and refund these wallets. But when smart contracts come around, this stuff will all be long gone.
For your sake, I'm looking forward to smart contracts releasing.
Oh my goodness me, man! And I would love for people to go on to. I mean, I've had so many people message me in the past, and they're like, "Why don't you make sellers send the asset before they list it, so that the buyer can buy it instantly?" And obviously, I've considered every single option before releasing the marketplace, and we decided to go with the current option of a 24-hour sale window because we're not using smart contracts, so I have to take responsibility for all the assets that I receive. If you go onto the marketplace now, let me see live how many assets we have listed on the marketplace. Okay, we're down for maintenance. We're down for maintenance. A classic. So I didn't even know because I'm on this call, but we probably have about a few 100,000 assets listed, right? Imagine if we took responsibility for every single one of those and we get hacked or something. And I'm not saying that we're vulnerable, but I want to take every precaution. I don't want to have to be responsible for a few 100,000 assets. So we've done it this way. And when smart contracts come out, it will be super easy. You'll go on, you click sell, you click buy, done.
It's going to be awesome, but that's also the thing with the people requesting or wanting certain features. I mean, I think you guys seem to have a good vision of what you want to do. It just sometimes things take time also to build. You have to build the things as well, and that's extremely time consuming. But okay, I feel like we could talk about stuff for a long time here, but I do think we need to be moving on. I want to mention that you have a stake pool. I'm personally staked with the stake pool. So if anyone here is looking for a stake pool, feel free to go and stake with it. I also know that Stale and his brother has a project, Planets. What's it called, Stale? I'm sorry. Planet Pals. Planet Pals. Yeah. So go check them out as well, and follow Stale on Twitter. I think most of you already are, but anything else you want to add, Stale, before we move on?
I mean, I'll just quickly say that about my stake pool. If you stake with my pool, you get reduced fees on the marketplace. So if you love using the marketplace, then it makes sense to stake with my pool. Obviously, you don't lose anything. You just gain from staking, So if you stake with my pool, you'll get reduced fees. If you're a big spender on the marketplace, you'll save a lot of money and you'll get money from staking. So that's a good option. We also give out free NFTs every month to our delegators, and we collaborate with artists like this month we're collaborating with Tyler. So we're making these robotic ducks that he's done an amazing job on. So if you delegate today, I'll probably release these ducks tomorrow. So if you delegate today, you'll have you'll receive one, and you'll get reduced fees in the marketplace. Other than that, no, nothing. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's been really great having you here. And for everyone, as you can see on the stream on YouTube, you can see the images, the collection that's going to be released with Stale. We have a silicon, a fluorine, a nitrogen, and an oxygen version of him. And more information about the raffle for these in a bit. So yeah, thanks, Dale. We'll move on with the presentation here. Really nice having you here.
Thank you very much for having me on, and I love your project. It's just, I don't know if it's a coincidence that you chose Fadukin and I, but I think we both bought the most Atomic Heroes at the beginning or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, and also, for all of you listening, Stale helped me out with our the last project as well. We had a bit of a hiccup out our pre-sale, and Stale jumped in and helped us out. So yeah, again, thanks again for that.
No worries. Well, thank you very much for having me on, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the call.
Yeah, okay. Talk to you later, man. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, guys. So, next image. Here we go. So I'm just going to real quick go through some. You know what? We're going to go with Fadukin immediately because I've screwed up my scenes here, which is no problem. But the one scene I didn't screw up was the Fadukin scene. So here we go. Fadukin, feel free to come in. Let's see. Okay, we just need to Fadukin to unmute his microphone and we're good. Okay. Fadukin?
Yes, I'm on.
Yes, you're on. Okay, great. I can hear you. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, great. I've had a bit of a hiccup here, but I also feel like it's a bit more fun talking to someone rather than presenting my own project. So I'm happy to move on here, and welcome. And yeah, first of all, let us know your thoughts about the we just spoke about CNFT and the marketplace, and we've seen the price of ADA rally now this last month. Like, what's going through your head with first of all, as he said here, Fadukin is a master CNFT collector. I think he has the biggest collection of all. Have you found anyone with a bigger collection than you, Fadukin?
In terms of sheer volume, I don't believe so. And in terms of value, it's really debatable. There are people with really massive pieces. But in terms of numbers, until now, I haven't been introduced to any collection on Cardano that's larger than mine.
And how many are there? Do you know? Like, have you counted? Do you have like the number?
I know the latest number is beyond 10,000. The exact number I haven't checked recently, but I know it's more than 10,000 NFTs across a few wallets. It spans from the period starting from the first NFT on Cardano berries all the way until stuff that's been minted today.
Right, and then my next question to that would be, when did you come into the space? Like, which project was the one that you found on Cardano?
I started with SpaceBuds.
Right, okay.
And like many, let's say, early Cardano NFT people, that was the first major, let's say, NFT that sold or went very popular back then. And I started with SpaceBud and it got addicting. I didn't really start spending big on NFTs during buds. I mean, it's kind of relative. Like, compared to the buds whales out there, I wasn't as aggressive. I bought about maybe 50 during the pre-sale, and then I scooped up about 50 more after the pre-sale when I noticed that some other people had 200 and 300 buds. I started figuring maybe it might be actually worth building out a collection.
Right.
But I also, at that period in time, I saw people spending like 15,000, 20,000 ADA on a bull, and 30,000 on a dyno, and I was thinking, these guys might be crazy. Why are they spending so much on these NFTs? But a short while after, Cardano bits happened and other CAs started dropping, and I felt like I want to have a piece of that action, and here we are.
Okay, and Cardano bits, yeah, we I don't know anyone in the chat who was at that drop. I think that's some Cardano NFT history right there. It was an intense drop, but it was fun. I mean, it's going to be cool to look back at this period to be one of the first people in the Cardano NFT space. And yeah.
I'll say the Cardano bits sale. I don't want to dwell too long on this, but basically it showed. See, the issue with it was that we were shocked at the fact of having an address which we blindly sent ADA to. We kind of now got numb and don't really feel that much hesitation when we have a vending machine to send
Yes,
to.
exactly. Yeah.
But on the other hand, it was. I mean, it was not instant, but back then the tech wasn't that good. But it kind of was reliable in a way where people just sent ADA and then they got stuff back. I mean, for what it was. But then it's just really interesting how far we've come.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, this collecting thing, is this something you've done before? Like, have you ever collected, now you're collecting NFTs. Have you, like, when you were younger or anything, collected something else? Like, has this been something you've been doing before as well, or?
I've always admired limited editions and collector editions of stuff, but the problem is I'm also not very good at keeping a physical collection. I always have challenges in either storing it, displaying it, etc. I never am able to give them justice. I appreciate the stuff, but I know that I never give them justice in a physical space. So I think NFTs were a blessing for me because they can practice this without really having to be so mindful, at least until we have galleries and stuff. And then I'm gonna try to be fancy and displaying some of the stuff. Basically, at least now I can just stash them in a wallet somewhere and I can just look them up. I don't really need to be careful about that.
Extremely handy, yeah, it absolutely is. And this virtual galleries, yeah, you will definitely you do have a lot of NFTs to be displaying at something like that, so that would be really cool to take a look at. And especially you handpicking, I don't know if you would have time to do it, you have a job as well, handpicking your favorite pieces to put in like a special gallery and stuff like that. That would be interesting to see for sure, but I don't know if you'll have the time to do it. Maybe
I think NFTs have also become kind of almost a full-time job because it's such an intensive hobby, but it's really fun. And if you want to ever talk with me about my collection, for example, about for an hour or two, I wouldn't mind browsing through and talking about different pieces and stuff. It's just really fun, and I really love the pieces I collect. So it's an interesting subject.
Right. Yeah. Cool. And how did you? So, but you had never collected an NFT. Had you bought NFTs? No. First
100% Cardano. Yes.
And how come you found Cardano? How did you even know about Cardano? Like, how did you find SpaceBuds? Because you actually had to be kind of in the space to know SpaceBuds,
yeah,
right?
I did have ADA. I got into ADA in December 2020. And was really lucky timing, I would say. And then it was really good. Back then, ADA was like 20 cents. And I was able to get in then, but I was basically just staking. Advice to anybody who isn't staking: you really need to stake. Pick a pool you like and stake. So I was staking my ADA, which is really good anyway. But then when NFTs came around on Cardano, first I was hearing about stuff like punks and all, but I didn't really want to spread myself into different blockchains. And when I realized that the ADA I already own was possible to spend on NFTs, I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just spend a little bit on these NFTs. But then eventually it gets addicting. I am literally at maybe 95% of my holdings are into NFTs.
Oh my god!
I don't have that much ADA left. I'm not keeping a balance of ADA. I'm just all in.
I was thinking the exact that question just popped up in my mind, but I wasn't sure if I was dare to ask it.
Yeah, well, I'm upfront about it. I went to almost, let's say, 99% NFTs holding. And whatever balance ADA is just something I'd keep for liquidity for buying other NFTs. At some point, I might end up at some point, for example, moving a little bit or changing that balance. But at least at the moment, this is where we are.
Yeah.
I want to talk about what's happening now, if you don't mind. It's because it's
For
really
sure,
exciting. I've witnessed the space since buds, and going through, let's say, a roller coaster of small, let's say, peaks and troughs, and then we went into a relative dip. I would say some collections kept their values, buds never went a bit under 300 ADA or so. Before it now just jumped. Cardano bits, Nitties, and other big series kind of had a bit of a challenging time holding their value. So it was kind of a tough hold, I would say, for many people. And some people just sold their stuff or changed to different series and kept looking for the new thing.
Yeah.
Now, the nice thing that happened is that recently there has been a new, let's say, loads of interest coming up. And then CNFT.io, I think, was also a part of that. We'll have to give them credit for the great job they've done in making a marketplace available that's not only on Discord. I love Discord and I love the communities here, but just giving people a platform was really helpful. And the other thing is that I believe that having this intermediate platform before smart contracts also really helped the market, because I personally had some worries about a supply shock happening after smart contracts, where loads of people will come in trying to dump their NFTs which they've bought. But having CNFT.io come into the story actually allows people to like gradually start selling some stuff, so that when smart contracts are on, not everyone is keen to sell. It's kind of like already balanced. So I'm really thankful for that being there.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the activity that's been happening recently is just really obvious. The metrics, I mean, I'm gauging the metric in one way, is just to look at my Twitter account follower. The Twitter account is just for Cardano NFTs. It's dedicated just to that, and that's where I also post about new stuff I see, etc. And I was getting, say, 20 followers a day, 15, 20 followers a day. Started going up to 30, 40 on average. I had 3,000 followers about 24 hours ago, and right now I'm at 3,240. I got 240 followers in a single day.
It's
So
crazy.
this just shows you how much attention is on Cardano NFTs. I'm not saying this is because I changed the quality of my posts. It's basically just loads more interest.
But then the question is, have you changed the quality of your posts?
I don't think so. Maybe, but I don't think so. So we've been seeing this in the market. Space buds skyrocketed to a 3,800 up to 4,000 floor, 4,000 ADA-ish. We've seen it's all across the board. All kinds of series are getting loads of interest. Those that were struggling in the market are starting to get cleared out. And the beauty of NFTs is that once a collection is sold or has moved to a different set of hands, it's hard for it to be resold at a lower value unless somebody's really desperate to liquidate. So
Right.
It's only going to go up until there's, for example, desperation in the market or something, and we're nowhere close to that. I think we're just about to start moving.
Yes. So I think you're making a great point. That point with the CNFT and the kind of, what would you call it? A mass supply coming into the market. How could you say that again, Fadukin? That people would be, if the marketplace didn't exist now, we would have a supply dump. That's what you said, right?
That's what I was kind of concerned about happening.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting point. Yeah, really interesting. I never thought about that. I don't think a lot of people are. And that's really showing the value of the CNFT. Did you want to add anything to that?
No, I'm actually really, surprised by how much interest there is. And I won't say surprised because I don't think it's good. I've always thought it's good. It's just that I didn't expect people to start jumping over so fast, though I can't blame them. I'm hearing stories about gas wars on Ethereum. I'm hearing about compromises some other places, and I guess Solana, for example, had some other issues recently. And I'm not saying Cardano will never have issues. It's just we've had about 5 months of
pretty good
really
stuff.
fun experiences.
Yeah.
Very low transaction fees. We've had hiccups with some of the wallet software, but it's really good now. And that's for a really extreme case like myself with a huge wallet. I had some trouble, but it doesn't really apply to most users. And there are alternatives now. Anyway. So I think it's really you are asking me how I feel right now. I've been buzzing the past few days just looking at how the NFT market is behaving. It's almost surreal. And I'm really excited about the drops happening now. I wish I didn't have to liquidate a very small portion of my collection. But as I was saying, I was approaching 99% NFTs, and I knew that about Atomic Heroes coming up this week. There's Sea Dinos coming up from the Cardano series coming up next week, and I'm a big collector of both series, so I needed to have some liquidity to also buy from these series. But I am ready, and I'm ready for you guys to drop.
Yeah, amazing. But okay, we've heard what's going through your mind now. So what's going through your mind when you look into the future, 3 months, just shortly into the future, 3 months into the future? We have smart contracts. What's going through? What's happening? Like what do you see happening at that point? Because smart contracts is a big deal.
Well, 1 month ago, if I asked you what do you think the space buds floor would be, and if I told you 3,000 or 4,000 ADA, you would be like, "Are you kidding with me?" And look at it now; it just skyrocketed without even smart contracts. So wait for those to happen, and wait for people to migrate, those who have been used to MetaMask and easy smart contract sales, etc. And you might be surprised. We're having a discussion in a Faha 100 club. If anyone here knows about it, shout out to all the club members. We had a discussion about supply and demand. And we were saying, what do you think would happen if a celebrity, for example, tweeted about owning a space bud? That would just take us to 10,000 data floor probably within a day or less. So it just shows you how early we are. And if you look at the floor, it's actually reasonable. Look at it. If we believe, for example, space buds is gonna be the punks of Cardano, then we're super early. And then that effect will just move on to every other NFT series. I can't say every other one, but basically it's just a trend that will apply to everything. It all collectively gains value.
Right. Do I dare to ask for a price prediction of a? That's something that like these kinds of YouTube shows do with coins. Let's do it with the Space Buds floor price in December. Let's go.
I tweeted about this actually. I made a poll where I asked people what they think it would be. It's funny because that was like 3 weeks ago, I think, and we didn't really expect the move to happen this fast. And I said, I personally said, my opinion is that we'll get up to about 3,000 to 4,000. I think it was 3,000
in December. Or?
And then just before smart contracts.
Oh, how the hell did you figure that out? That's good, impressive.
Skills. But then I also did say that over the next month after that, I think it will climb to 10,000. This is speculation, not financial advice. Do your own research, make your own decisions. Don't invest money that you can't lose. This is just general advice. But I do think that we're still at the tip of the iceberg. Is what we're seeing.
Yeah. It sure looks like it. I would say. I mean, with smart contracts coming out soon, it's amazing and it's a lot of fun, and it's really cool. Anything else you want to mention or talk about? We're going to do some redirect people to your Twitter and any Discord server you would want people to get in. But is there anything else you would like to talk about or something on your mind?
One small, I would say. This will be probably the third public teaser I make, but please bear with me, people. I am dying to share with you guys what I have, but I can't yet. I have people who will hold me accountable to this. Game NFTs are also becoming a big thing. I know that the Atomic series is one that has some concepts for games in this roadmap. And
that's right.
This is one of the reasons I believe in the series having good potential. We, myself and a few other partners are also currently developing a huge NFT-based game. We have been working on it for more than 3 months now. We're aiming to bring very high production quality and a very well thought out game. I cannot announce more yet. I promise you guys I will try my best. We are hoping to have at least a partial reveal during the next month. So please bear with me, and I look forward to everyone's support. Thank you.
Okay, amazing. I'm going to try to keep to do shows like this and have tokens given out, like this collection here. So if we're further down the road, you guys have some announcements to make, we could maybe do an interview or something like that. But we'll see. That'd be cool if you have.
If we have a chance, we do dream of eventually collaborating with many of the older Cardano NFT series, and actually even have built-in cross support for these NFTs.
Wow.
But that's a dream. Don't hold me to it. But that's a dream that we want to achieve eventually.
Sounds cool. Okay, that's amazing. And everyone who's here, make sure you're following Fadukin. But once again, I think you already are on Twitter. And do you have a Discord server that you want to, or anything else you want to redirect people to Fadukin?
The Twitter is the main platform for stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
cool.
you very much for having me on here, and thank you everyone for the support.
Yeah. Great. Okay. We'll move on. Thank you very much, Fadukin. Okay, guys. So as you see here on the screen, this is the Fadukin collection. So we have the fluorine, the fluorine, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen version of fluorine. And what we plan to do with these collections with Stale and Fadukin is that they are part of a collection that we call the IRL Heroes. And we want to. I will be doing more interviews with people and making more of these collections. So we want this to be a collection with like these Cardano NFT influencers to increase the value of these collectibles. There is also and the thought behind having the FA there is that Fadukin is like a element, right? So his atomic symbol is FA here. This setup of the pictures are the setup we're going to be using for a future collection, which we're calling the Atomic Pins collection. That's going to be a super cheap collection, which is going to be a good introductory collection to people who maybe aren't that into for newcomers coming to the space and maybe don't have that much money to buy NFTs. We want to have a project which is easily accessible to get a part of, and that would be of the Atomic Heroes. But this IRL Heroes is like a sub-collection of that collection. But that's something for the future, and the frames have different rarities as well. So, and that's based on the elements. So if you look at this here, and you might see that one of the edges has like a blue color representing carbon for diamonds. In the future, we will be able to add diamonds and stuff to these collections. Maybe not these ones, but we'll have new versions of them to make frames for these. And you will be able to auto-generate these framed collections. Moving on. So yes, I screwed up a bit with the presentation here, guys. So just bear with me for 2 seconds here. Leave your thoughts in the chat about what you think about the Stale and the CNFT marketplace, but also Fadukin and his collection, like and chat with each other. Make friends. Okay, there we have that. I'm going to set up 2 scenes here actually. That one's already done, Fadukin, and we're going to add in the attendance here. Okie dokie. So, let's get going. For all of you who are here, you know that we're going to be releasing our Atomic Heroes collection. Here we have some examples of the Atomic Heroes. And the Atomic Heroes, as I said before, is the elements of the periodic table with superpowers. We are working on a lot of different things with the Atomic Heroes. We're working on children's books and books which we're going to be releasing in NFTs. A little bit more about that later on. But this collection and the Minions collection are our main collections. I've been working on this IP for 9 years, and I'm going to keep on working with this. And these are the collection. This is the collection which we're selling here. That's going to be the collection which we're going to be connecting things to. We're working on a TCG game, which I developed a couple of years ago actually, which we will be porting over to a digital version. And these Atomic Heroes and Atomic Minions will be play a role in this game. We're a company of about 4 people, and we keep on growing. So our project, our TCG, all the games we're planning on doing will gradually be growing. And what we've done is that we want these collections to be the foundation of everything which is going to be the future, everything Atomic Heroes related in the future. So if we release a TCG game, a metaverse, which I've already created the entire map of what we want to do with the metaverse, and I think it would be really cool. Mario, like a Mario Kart game, any type of game, like it's possible to do everything with RP. We want these tokens to be to at least provide value in some sort of way. In the beginning, in the TCG game, you might play with these. When the project grows, these might create assets that you use in the game later on if we have a metaverse. So these tokens might very well evolve and become different things in the future. They might not always stay the same, but our goal is that they always provide value in whatever the Atomic Heroes does. So that's the Atomic Heroes collection. So in this collection, what will be available for purchasing is 3,742 of these Atomic Heroes. That's 1/3 of the Atomic Heroes. This is in our next collection. We will be releasing the metals, and after that we will be releasing the radioactive elements. But the reason why these are being released now is that these are part of the first story, the first series, the first season of the Atomic Heroes, because some elements are evil, some are good, and much like Harry Potter or the Avengers, my goal is to write children's books. I mean, so I have a bunch of books which I've written, which we will be making into and comics, which will be made into NFTs and comics and books and everything. And that's one way to develop this IP. Another way is games. So we're working on a lot of different fronts at the same time to grow this project. Moving on, boom, the book. So within a week or so, we're not going to be releasing this right now, but I think maybe next week we're aiming to have our first book, Atomic X Volume O, released as an NFT. What that means is that if you connect your Nami wallet to our website and it contains this Atomidex book in it, it will unlock the book on the website so you can read it. What we want to do as well is we want to probably send out a bunch of these books to you guys. And we feel that like it's a good way of increasing adoption for crypto. Most people are a bit skeptical to the entire cryptocurrency side, but if we can attach a children's book to this, you could just have someone download the Nami wallet, you send the NFT to them, and then they get to read a children's book, and that's all. And that's a good way to introduce crypto to people. They have a wallet which has an NFT, which is a children's book, and they don't feel like they're being like tricked with money and stuff. So I think it's a good way to increase adoption, and that's a goal we have. Then with this book, we're also releasing limited edition versions of our NFTs, right? So for example, if you look in the top left-hand corner here, you can see different covers. For example, you can see my sketch cover, which I made for the book, and that will be like a 1/1 super rare version, which you could get if you buy this special limited edition version of the book. Included in the limited edition version of the book is also the pages. So you might be able to, you can collect the pages of the book. So you could have the standard pages, the gold pages, or the rainbow pages. And for collectors out there who like collecting, you could you can collect whatever version of the book you'd like. So those are some of the future plans we have for the Atomic Heroes. In the near future, we'll be working on making an alpha version of the trading card game. We're also, I don't want to say too much, but I do have some meetings with some companies that might be interested in developing some games, but I can't really go too deep into that kind of stuff for partnerships and that. But we'll see about that. And then we want to release a storybook as well soon, because that's important to have storybooks to engage more people outside of the crypto community, because the more people who are exposed and who care about our characters, the more valuable our characters become. So yeah, that's kind of a bit of an overview of what's up there. I'm going to be, then we'll go over to, yes, I am here. I promise you guys. There, boom, I'm here. So then to the attendance tokens. You guys have been wondering about the attendance tokens, and everyone who's here is eligible to get an attendance token. The rarity of the attendance token, or like the style of the attendance token, is based upon how many atomic minions you have. So I think if you have 0 to 5 atomic minions, you get the silver one. If you have 20 to 100, I think you get the gold. And if you have 20 to 60 or something along those lines, maybe someone in the chat probably has the exact numbers. I should probably get that for you guys. Yeah, so it's 21 to 99 gets the 6 to 20 gets the golden ones, and the 21 to 99 gets a rainbow one, and then if you have 100 plus atomic minions, you get the special the rarest of them all. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything else? Okay, I'm going to answer some questions before. So the way this is going to work is that you are going to get. I'm going to explain how this works exactly, and then I'm going to answer some questions before we give out the address. So we built a vending machine. I'll send the address to the vending machine in Discord. You send an amount of ADA to that vending machine. I'm just going to get the exact amount here from my team. And so I'm going to answer the questions. You're going to send that amount of ADA to an address. Then that ADA is going to be sent back to you guys. It's going to be sent back to you guys with the attendance token minus the transaction fees and the cost of the token. Yeah. 2 seconds. I'll get. Let's see here. So I'm going to be answering some questions. I'll check the chat and I'll answer some questions for you guys that you've probably been wondering before we get the address out, because I want to make sure everyone's on the same page here and knows. Okay. So all the elements are not going to be released. It's the first. I've already answered that question. If all the elements are going to be released, so it's the first 37 elements that are in our story which will be released. The idea behind the Atomic Heroes, I'm guessing, it's the elements of the periodic table made into superheroes, and yeah, I had the idea while I was studying chemistry, and I just kept on going with it. So that's pretty much that. And the plans of the future of the Atomic Heroes have also gone through. Okay. 2 seconds here. I'm just getting some confirmation. Okay, so everyone here, you will be sending 5 ADA to the address, and then you're going to get it sent back to you with 4.8 ADA. You're going to get back 4.8 ADA together with the attendance token. So that's how the vending machine works. Then everyone who owns that token, everyone who has an attendance token in their wallet, will be in the raffle to win a stale or Fadukin NFT. So you send 5 ADA, you get back 4.8 ADA plus an attendance token. Then about 1 to 2 hours later, I will keep you guys updated on Discord. 1 to 2 hours later, we're going to have the airdrop of the Fadukin and stale tokens, so you can check your wallet to see if you've received that. We're right now 155 people watching the stream, so everyone's So we're going to be sending out 200 tokens in total, 100 stale, 100 Fadukin. Hopefully everyone, and it's going to be randomly generated. So some of you might get 2, some of you might get both a Fadukin and a stale one. Some might just get 1, and some might get none. It's a raffle. That's how it works. Another thing regarding the Atomic Heroes is that the Atomic Heroes, I'm going to tell you about the sales of the Atomic Heroes. It is going to be possible to buy multiple Atomic Heroes at once. Although the way it works is if you buy one Atomic, you won't get so for those of you who were at our last pre-sale, you would buy a minion and then it would load for 2 minutes and then your minion would pop up on the screen, the one you got. We do not have that feature on this website. I'm sorry about that. I know a lot of you like that feature. The way it's going to be now is that you're going to put in the amount of Atomic Heroes you want to purchase, 1 or 2, however many you want to buy, and then there's going to be a max amount that you can buy, and then you're going to get an amount of ADA, which you should send to an address, and then you send it to that address, and then you'll get it sent to your wallet, and then you can view it on let's see. Then you can use a wallet viewer like pool.pm to see which heroes you received. I know I'm sorry about not having the display. That's something we're working on and that we're going to be I'm sorry about not having the feature of having your Atomic Minion appear in front of you. I know a lot of you like that, but that's something we're working on to implement in a couple of days. So any more questions, put them in the chat before we put the address for the vending machine. I'm coming over to the chat. Yes. The address is going to be posted in the Discord, so anyone who is not in our Atomic Heroes Discord needs to join the Atomic Heroes Discord. So make sure you join the Atomic Heroes Discord. Can someone in the team post the Atomic Heroes Discord in the chat? Peter Lindström is asking, what are we doing with the token? Is it an NFT? Yes, it's an NFT, and it's pretty much a ticket confirming that you were here at this Atomicon event. Lefty Righty is asking 5 ADA or 30 ADA. So for the vending machine, to get the attendance token, you send 5 ADA and you get your 4.8 ADA sent back to you together with your attendance token. 30 ADA is what the Atomic Heroes are going to cost each. So each Atomic Hero NFT costs 30 ADA. Hupen Tony says, I can't buy a hero on your website. That's right, the Atomic Heroes release is not active just now. It will take give us maybe 1-2 hours before we go live with it. I will be announcing everything on the Discord and on Twitter once we go live, but it will be within a couple of hours. Sander Live, it will be in the announcement channel in Discord. You will not have the opportunity to buy minions before the token vending machine closes. Unfortunately. Andy Spiersky is asking, can I buy more than 1 token? And no, you cannot. It's 1 attendance token per wallet. How many hours? So in about 2 hours, Crypto Cowboys, it's about 2 hours. I think that's, I don't know what that's Irish time. Maybe, yeah, it's about 2 hours from now. there is, when it comes to the attendance tokens, Peter Lindström in the chat, there is not a limit for the attendance tokens. Everyone will be getting an attendance token who sends ADA to the wallet. Abdul is asking, how many can I buy? Any discounts for packages? There is no discount for packages, unfortunately, Abdullah. It's just for convenience sake, not having to send transaction over transaction to buy if you want to buy more. So you just buy 10 immediately. Tech is asking me, what are those phones I'm wearing? These are Sony cool phones, but I'm going to keep the questions to Atomic Heroes related questions. Okay, I think I've answered most of the questions coming up. Another cool thing with hydrogens in my collection is that the hydrogens are almost like a little own collection inside the Atomic Heroes collection. Each atomic hero, as you can see here with the hydrogens, they're all in the collection. Each atomic, if you're a hydrogen, I have these untouched hydrogens. When a hydrogen spends time with a atomic hero, it morphs and takes on the shape and look of that atomic hero, representing an abstraction of how hydrogen easily bonds with other elements because it only has one valence electron and it just wants to bond with stuff. These are the Arcane is asking, are these fungible or non-fungible tokens? So the Atomic Heroes are non-fungible. The attendance tokens are going to be, I actually don't know if they're fungible or non-fungible. But the attendance tokens are for collectible purposes only. Okay. There's Darien. There are 3,742 Atomic Heroes released in this first release. Hector Jimenez is asking, how do we receive the token after sending 5 ADA? So after you send 5 ADA, we have a script which can read which address sent the ADA, so it immediately sends back the ADA together with the attendance token. All Alone is asking, in the future this token / NFT will be stakeable in any ADA's DeFi. I don't know. That I don't know, I'm sorry. Okay guys, let's do this then. Okay, everyone. We're posting the attendance token address in the Discord. I'm adding everyone there. So you send 5 ADA to it, and it will send back 4.8 ADA together with your attendance token. That's a vending machine. Okay, address sent. And I'm going to stick here in the stream. We're going to shut down this vending machine in a little bit because we don't want it to be open forever. Only send 5 ADA. 1 attendance token per wallet. Okay, and we will be shutting down the vending machine in 10 minutes. So you guys have 10 minutes to use the vending machine. You send 5 ADA to the address in the Discord, and then you will have your attendance token sent back to you together with 4.8 ADA. Okay, cool. I'll stay here with you guys for a little bit longer in the chat. And then the Atomic Heroes will be releasing in an hour or two with instructions on the Discord channel. And I'll probably be making videos like talking to you guys through Discord, like updating you on what's happening with the Atomic Heroes drop. AJS, the Atomic Heroes will be dropping in a couple of hours. I should actually also use the vending machine. Transactions coming in, processing. We're processing transactions. Abdullah, I'll talk to you in a bit. Cool, nice. Xavier, yes, the Atomic Heroes minting will be on our official website. Robbie Johansson, we will be working on more stories, storybooks, and an alpha for a TCG. Spyros, thank you very much for the nice words. Hupen Tony is asking, so if I want my nephews to play this game, do I need 1 hero each plus book plus minions? No, that won't be the case. You most likely, in the beginning, you will most likely need a hero or a minion. The more our project grows, I'm going to try to move away from that model and have the Atomic Heroes and Atomic Minions generate assets to play with. Because we need to be able to scale. The more users we have, the more scale we need to be able to scale, and it's not feasible or scalable whatsoever to only be able to play if you have the Atomic Heroes, because there are only so many of them. Like there are 3,742 now. That would mean the game wouldn't be able to scale. Heroes dropping in about an hour or two. Peter Lidström, your money will be sent back. Roy is crashing. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Julian Alonso, the tokens are attendance tokens. It's like a ticket confirming that you have been here at this event. And you will also be entering into the raffle to be able to win a Stale or Fadukin token. If you accidentally send if you send two transactions to the vending machine wallet, it gets refunded back to you. Okay, Hector Jimenez. Hector Jimenez is wondering how he views his token, and I'm going to show him. So Hector Jimenez, you go to pool.pm, you take your receiving address and you place it after the pool.pm, and you will end up in your wallet to see what's in your wallet. In this case, I have a little atomic minion here. Give it a... Has anyone received their attendance tokens? It might take a little bit time for the system to process the transaction and send it back. But can anyone in the chat confirm that they have received an attendance token if we've come that far in the processing? Marvin Gerden seems to have received his attendance token. Crypto Cowboy still waiting. Okay, so they're being processed and being sent out. Troy Green has received his. There are a couple who have received. Most of you haven't received, so we just need to let the system process and send them out. Okay, seems like about 30 of them have been sent out, and I think there are about 50 seems to have been sent out. And there are about, I think, 150 people who have been requesting them. So 50 of them have been sent out, about. And if you've received it in your wallet, feel free to let us know in the chat. Okay, Sajjad Karimi, I will stay here until the attendance tokens have been received. Okay, Billy Spurf received, excellent. Processing. Okay, Leo has got his. Awesome. Andy just received his. Great. Christopher just got it. Excellent. Happy you guys have got them. MJ Solomon, no. All attendance tokens have the same likelihood of winning a Fadukin or stale token. So there is no jumping ahead in the queue. Okay, people seem to be starting to receive. Great. More than 100 tokens have been sent out. I'm being notified. The tokens will be coming, guys. Yes, that's a good idea, Solomon. I should remove the address. Okay, great. People are receiving their attendance tokens. Excellent. Atomic Heroes will be dropping within an hour or two. I've received my attendance token as well, actually. Awesome. And for those wondering, I managed to get a tin attendance token is what I got. This is the hydrogen tin. So when you see the tin hero design, you'll understand why this little hydrogen looks the way it looks. It's been affected, it's been flavored by tin. Just seeing how many are still. Silje Brekke is saying that the network might be slow due to there being a lot of releases today. So there's a total of 191 attendance tokens being sent out. Or no? Okay, we're closing down the possibility to get attendance tokens. It's been open for about 10 minutes now. Everyone has had time to send data to the address. And we're closing it down, and then we'll just process through all of these transactions. So seems like both on our end and the Cardano networks end, things need to be processed before you get your wallet. Binglarn, there probably are some people using using multiple wallets, although they will not be able to get the rarest of tokens. The attendance tokens are being processed and sent out. I need to eat a banana. Arcane, do not try again. It's closed down. Yes, banana high in potassium. That's right. Okay guys, so try refreshing your wallets, guys. We've sent out all the attendance tokens from our end. We had a bit of a hiccup in the first 5 minutes of it, but by now all of them have been sent out. So try refreshing. If not, it's the Cardano network, which is a bit slow at the moment, and that's why it's not being received. Fern, all silver tokens aren't different, but there are different variations of them. So my tech guy has just checked, and every single one that's minted should be in the wallets by now. So so it seems like Cardano's scan is slow. Okay, so Nej Konda got his after 23 minutes. So everyone who has sent and hasn't received their attendance tokens, it seems like the Cardano network is a bit congested and it's taking a bit of time to send the token. So have patience, the tokens are going to come. At some point I'm going to be jumping off the stream, but if the token still hasn't been received by tomorrow, write to me on Discord. You can find me in Discord in our server. Yeah, you can find me in the top right hand corner there. But every single one has been sent out, and they're being it's right now it's the Cardano system being a bit congested, which is leading to it taking a bit of extra time. The raffle will be sent out just getting an update on that, but that's what we're working on, sending that out as well. Okay, excellent. Ryan Duran has got his. Sigurd Peter Johnson. Yes, I am NF Riley, that's correct. Okay, Team Dank. I'm glad you got it, thanks. Okay, excellent, good. Okay, they seem to be coming in now, guys. Excellent. It's a bit nerve-wracking for me here as well. I want you guys to have them too. This is great. Real DJ1, excellent. Woohoo. Okay, I'm happy to see everyone seems to be getting their tokens. So excellent. Yes. Good. $26. That's kind of crazy, Jay. Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing we can do on our end to speed that up. Team Dank, you would be using ADA to buy the Atomic Heroes. Whoa, Gibbus. You got a lot of Atomic Minions, awesome. Jens Danielsson, we had the address up on Discord for 10 minutes, which you could send into. So I think you missed it. I'm sorry, man. We had for everyone who was here during the event, instructions were given how to get the attendance token. So I'm sorry for you guys who missed it, who wasn't here. Okay, guys. So everyone seems to have gotten their everyone seems to have gotten their attendance tokens. So I'll see you guys on Discord. There will be updates about the Atomic Heroes there and the airdrops. So stay tuned on Discord. Get into Discord, and I'll see you there. Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Team Dank, write to me if you have any questions. Oh, Tumpy. Oh, dude, Tumpy, what's up? Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I think about over 200 were delivered, Kevin. Raffle coming. Updates on Discord. Bye-bye.